Hello, great people. Welcome again to this channel where I share lecture videos on male reproductive health. So if you're joining me for the first time, do well to subscribe to this channel, like, and hit the notification bell because there are a whole lot of things we are going to be learning together. I'll be sharing a whole lot of information, health information as it relates to male reproductive health so that you wouldn't want to lose out of it. So in today's video, I will specifically want to talk about sperm production. Sperm production. There are two striking questions I would like to address in this video. The first is, where are sperm cells produced? Secondly is, how are they produced? Two very striking questions. So, well, let me first of all give a brief introduction on what sperm production means. Sperm production is what those in the medical or in scientific field want to call spermatogenesis. Don't get confused with the big word. It's just being scientific anyway, trying to be technical in the use of words. But spermatogenesis is still the same thing as sperm cell production. You're talking about the biological process involved in sperm cell production. It's simply the biological process by which the male body continuously produces sperm cells throughout a man's life. And this process is very essential in maintaining male fertility. I told you I'll be answering two questions. First is, where? Where are the sperm cells produced? And the answer is straight. I mentioned in my previous video when I was talking about the structures and the function of the male reproductive system, and I mentioned the testes. And I remembered stating in that video that the testis has two main functions. One is in sperm cell production, and the other is in testosterone production. Testosterone is a hormone. But today I'm not looking at testosterone production. Today I'm focusing on sperm cell production. So sperm cells are produced in the testes, but not just anywhere in the testes. They are produced by specialized cells called spermatogonia in the testes. They are produced by specialized cells called spermatogonia in the testes. So we have been able to answer where. The next question I would like to answer is how. How does this happen? Very, very important to know that. Now, spermatogonia, as I mentioned earlier, as cells specialized for this function, specialized for sperm cell production. So it begins with spermatogonia, then the spermatogonia undergoes mitotic cell division to produce primary spermatocytes. The primary spermatocytes undergo meiotic division. Remember, the first I said was mitotic. Now it's meiotic division, where the genetic material you have is divided into two. So one cell produces has half, and the other cell produces has half. So no cell has the whole of it. What they have is like 50-50%. This allows you understand this later, maybe in another video when I'll be talking about fertilization, because you need two halves to make one. So that's what happens there. The primary spermatocyte undergoes meiotic cell division to give rise to secondary spermatocytes. Now, these spermatocytes also undergoes some form of changes, give rise to spermatids. Spermatids are oval in shape, but the spermatids undergo some morphological changes that gives rise to elongated structure, something like, we had something like that, and now we have something like this. You could see that. Something like that before, now we have this morphological change. So having undergone this, the spermatids also undergo further changes that leads to decrease in the cytoplasm, and identification, clear identification of the head and the tail region, clear identification or distinctive appearance of the head and the tail region. So the formation of this is very essential. At this point, it's able to move to the epididymis. To the epididymis. If you watch my previous video, I mentioned the epididymis and the role of the epididymis. That the role of the epididymis is to ensure for full maturation of the sperm cells and the activity, that's mobility of the sperm cells. So these sperm cells move to the epididymis and gain full maturity and the ability to move, and as well as the ability to penetrate the egg and fertilize the egg. That is where the sperm cell achieves all of these things: full maturity, ability to move, to swim actively, and at the same time the ability to fertilize egg. So achieved in the epididymis. Then at that point we could say a mature sperm cell has been produced. So that is the how process. That is the how process. So in conclusion, I want to reiterate that the next time you consider the word of miracle, that means the next time you see a child, you see a baby, remember the unseen heroes behind it. That means remember the journey of spermatogenesis that gave rise to that. The millions of sperm cells produced through the incredible process of spermatogenesis. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. So brief but very informative. So please do not forget again to like, comment, share, and as well subscribe to this channel for more and more educative lecture videos on male reproductive health. I really have a whole lot for you, and I really don't want you to miss out on this. That's why I'm asking you to subscribe. There are a whole lot of things to learn. We are in the world of information. So thank you again for watching. This is brought to you by Dreams and Realities.